My sister's boyfriend pushed me down the stairs at Thanksgiving. I was holding my baby. 6 months ago, my sister introduced us to her new boyfriend, Joel, and my family has been obsessed with him ever since. It has nothing to do with who he is as a person. It's because his family is filthy rich. We're talking generational wealth. The minute my parents found out what his family was worth, they latched on. My mom started dropping hints about how Joel could help the family. My dad suddenly wanted to golf with him. My brother asked if his company was hiring. But nobody cares that Joel is the biggest asshole you'll ever meet. He's one of those guys who thinks being rich means he can say whatever he wants to whoever he wants, especially women. He's always going on about how we're too emotional, too dramatic, too needy. He's made comments about my weight multiple times, asked me why I have a job if I'm a woman, and told me I gave up on myself by having a baby so young. He says this stuff in front of the whole family, but no one ever defends me because he's good for this family. Honestly, I could have dealt with the disrespectful comments toward me. I'm a grown woman. But when Joel started making comments about my daughter, a different version of me came out and everything changed. She's 8 months old. The first comment came at a family dinner. My daughter was fussy and started crying in her high chair. Joel sighed loud enough for everyone to hear and said, "Can't you control that thing?" I told him she's a baby, not a thing. My mom pulled me aside after and told me not to cause problems. She said I was making him uncomfortable. The next incident was worse. We were at my parents' house for my dad's birthday and my daughter started crying again. Joel looked around the table and said, "Fantastic. Another loud female. Just what we needed in this world." A few people laughed. I told him that wasn't funny. My sister rolled her eyes at me. A few weeks later, I saw something that made my stomach turn. I came around the corner and caught Joel gripping my daughter's arm hard enough to leave marks. She was crying and he was glaring at her like she disgusted him. I grabbed her away from him and asked what he was doing. He said she touched his jacket and he was moving her. I told my parents what happened. My mom said Joel probably didn't realize his own strength. My dad said I was looking for reasons to hate him. I kept my mouth shut for weeks after that. I was trying to keep the peace. Then Thanksgiving happened. We were all at my parents' house. Dinner was almost ready and my daughter started crying from her carrier. Before I could even get to her, Joel said, "God, does that thing ever shut up? You're raising her to be just as annoying as you." At that moment, I didn't say anything. I just picked up my daughter and walked out of the room to calm her down. A few minutes later, I was standing at the top of the stairs near the bathroom and Joel came down the hallway. Something about seeing his smug face with no one else around made 6 months of rage boil over. I basically cursed him out using every single curse word I know. He just stared at me for a second. Then he stepped closer, put both hands on my chest and shoved me down the stairs. I was holding my baby. I tumbled down the whole flight trying to protect her with my body. When I hit the bottom, I heard him say, "2 for 1, and laugh. Then he walked back toward the living room like nothing happened. My family came running when they heard me scream. They found me at the bottom of the stairs, clutching my daughter and crying. I got to the hospital shaking. They checked me and my daughter for an hour. We were bruised, but okay. My family showed up an hour later. My mom asked what happened, and I told her Joel pushed me. She said Joel told them I tripped. My dad said I probably hit my head and was confused. My sister told me if I ruined her relationship, she would never forgive me. I looked around at all of them and realized no one was going to help me. So that night, I made a decision. That night, I found Joel's parents on social media. I sent them photos of my bruises and the hospital paperwork. I told them everything. I didn't know if they'd be just like their son, but I had to try. The next morning, his mother called me. She was crying. She said she was disgusted by what Joel did and apologized over and over. She told me they were cutting him off financially immediately. Then she said something I didn't expect. She said they would help me fight their own son in court. I filed the police report that afternoon. Joel lost everything. My family blames me for ruining their future. I blocked them.